Guess who this character is? Diesel 10 is one of the most famous villains in Thomas and Friends. He's a big, dark diesel engine with a huge claw on top that he calls Pinchy. Just looking at him can be a little scary, and he definitely enjoys causing trouble for the steam engines. Diesel 10 often thinks he's smarter and stronger than everyone else, and he loves to show off his claw. But here's the thing, Diesel 10 isn't always as tough as he pretends to be. Sometimes his plans don't work out the way he wants, and that makes him more funny than frightening. Deep down, you can tell he just wants to be in control and feel important, even if he goes about it in the wrong way. What makes Diesel 10 interesting is that he brings excitement and drama to the island of Sodia. The steam engines always have to be on their guard when he's around, but he also makes the stories more fun and thrilling. Love him or hate him, Diesel 10 is unforgettable, and that's why he's such a big part of the adventures. Guess who this character is? Donald is a strong black Scottish engine from Thomas and Friends. He has a twin named Douglas, and the two of them are almost always seen working together. Donald is hardworking, reliable, and has a no-nonsense attitude, which makes him really dependable when there's tough work to do on the railway. One of Donald's best qualities is his sense of responsibility. He takes pride in doing his jobs properly and doesn't shy away from hard tasks like pulling heavy trains or clearing snow from the tracks. With his Scottish accent and straightforward manner, he sometimes sounds a bit stern, but underneath that, he's kind and fair. What's fun about Donald is the bond he shares with Douglas. The two of them argue now and then, like real siblings do, but they always stick together when it matters most. Donald shows that strength, reliability, and loyalty make him not just a useful engine, but also a true friend on the island of Sodia. Guess who this character is? Duncan is a small yellow narrow-gauge engine from Thomas and Friends. He's lively, spirited, and sometimes a bit impatient. Duncan doesn't like being kept waiting, and when things don't go his way, he can get grumpy and start complaining. That's why some of the other engines call him a little bit of a hothead. But even though Duncan can be moody, he's not a bad engine at all. Deep down, he just wants to feel useful and be part of the team. When he puts his energy into work, he can handle tough jobs on the narrow-gauge railway and prove that he's just as strong and reliable as the others. What makes Duncan fun is his fiery personality. He adds a bit of excitement wherever he goes, whether he's grumbling about something or racing to get a job done. At the end of the day, Duncan may be quick-tempered, but he's also brave, hardworking, and always ready to keep the railway moving. The other engines know that Duncan's temper doesn't last long, and once he cools down, he's back to being a dependable friend. That mix of spunk and loyalty is what makes Duncan such a memorable part of the narrow-gauge railway. Guess who this character is? Elizabeth is a vintage steam lorry from Thomas and Friends. She's old-fashioned, proud, and not shy about saying what's on her mind. Elizabeth often reminds the newer engines and vehicles that things were done better in her day, which can make her sound a little bossy. Even though she can be sharp-tongued, Elizabeth truly has a big heart. She works hard, especially when it comes to carrying loads or helping out during busy times. She may grumble while doing it, but she always gets the job done and shows just how strong and reliable she still is. What makes Elizabeth stand out is her spirit. She doesn't let her age stop her from proving her usefulness, and deep down, she cares about the friends around her. With her mix of toughness, honesty, and loyalty, Elizabeth is like that strong-willed friend who might tease you, but you know you can always count on. The other engines respect Elizabeth because, despite her grumpy attitude, she's wise and experienced. She's seen a lot in her time, and her knowledge often helps others when they need guidance. That makes her not just a helper, but also a trusted figure on Sodia.